Check it out, everyone. Welcome back to Brookhaven. And today we're going to be talking about, updates and what we want to see in future ones. But I wasn't expecting a car to be right here parked, right in the middle of the road during my intro. But whatever. You're just sitting back there waiting. Where's your parents or your caretaker or babysitter of some sort? I don't know. They're just sitting here. I guess they either didn't their friend left or whatever, but who cares? But yes, guys, down below in the comments right now, I want to hear what you want to see added to the game in the near future. And also, while you're at that, remember to subscribe if you're new. Watch to the end, because you never know what I'm going to talk about. Leave a like, comment, and share. And remember to watch the video, because you never know what I'm going to say. So, either way, guys, we're going to probably break this down into a few different things. It may divert here and there, because you know how I am. I just do that. But basically, I know people want to see a remodel. I know people want to see a lot of remodels. I know people want to see a brand new house, estate, and so forth along the lines. So we're going to be talking about a bunch of that stuff. But one of the first things we're going to start with is the fact is people do want to see more boats. We've got more apartments. Apparently, you know they're going to be making more. So we don't have to worry about talking about those in this video. So that's pretty great. But boats. The one thing we didn't even get in the Easter update. You would hope that they would have added like maybe one boat. Okay, maybe that would have been a good thing. They were playing it safe. And I agree with that. That's a great thing. But the thing is, everyone wants to see more boats. Like Swan boat, give us that. That'll be easy. A lot of people might go, you would want to give us something else other than just a Swan boat. You get what I'm trying to say. But people might want to see another fish as a boat. Maybe another type of jet ski. Maybe give us a log boat. You know, one of those boats that are literally made out of logs. Give us a canoe. We don't have a canoe. We don't have one of those little boats that we have at the Lake Madison. But yeah, boats. Just in general. I don't know why I'm going all the way over here when I could have just done this. Can you bring me to Lake Madison? That's the best way to... Yeah, there we go. Darzeth, you went one over. What are you doing? What am I doing? What's wrong with me? There we go. We'll just go here. And the boat I'm talking about is actually right here, guys. They didn't even give us this as a boat yet. This is a possibility. And I know a lot of you guys want to see this as a boat we can use in the water. But bam. Get me out of there. There we go. It's this one right here. It's like they could easily take it, code it, to make it work like one of these boats. Very simply. I'm assuming simply. Like, we did get ourselves some nice pirate ships. People are happy about that. But people were talking about, like, even submarines in the style of the Shark being given to us. People want to see stuff like that. And on top of that, we do have some nice boats over here. But people do want to see more house-style boats added in. And maybe even another party boat. Because we technically don't have one. Like, yeah, okay. Honestly, yeah, this one right here technically could be a party boat. You get what I mean? But I don't think it's supposed to be a party boat. But people want to see that. People even want to say they want to see a Titanic-style boat, which is kind of crazy. Obviously, that won't be free, guys. I'm going to mention that right now. Or maybe it'll be a sunken ship island thing for something. But yeah, either way, I just wanted to bring that up. Right at the start, people want boats. Like, honestly, I feel like boats is one of the things that hasn't been updated for the longest time, other than themes, which today we're not going to really talk about themes, other than the thing that either people that have the theme Game Pass or people that have VIP can share themes with other people or make a VIP that theme, or VIP people can make it that theme if they have the Game Pass. But that's another thing altogether. That's a update people want, but if they're not going to update themes for a little while, I don't see them adding it. Literally what I'm meaning is, like, if a VIP person has VIP and a VIP server, they can click a button to put on a theme for everyone to see. That's what I mean. Because then at that point, it's only them and their friends. It's not like, it's not going to be like everyone in the world is going to be able to go on that server. But you get what I mean. But that's just the idea. But one thing I want to start out with, and a lot of people do bring this up, is that the car wash the food mart, and the gas station all need modern updates. Like, I thought they were fine, in my personal opinion, but now that I look around and see what they're doing for the modernization of everything, they actually do need some modernization. They need to be, I know they're not that old, but they really do need to be modernized, especially the car wash back here. There's so much that can be done back here that it's seriously crazy. What if they do a whole modernization thing here and then they add a skate park back here so that in a future update they can remodel something else? But this whole section would literally count as one giant remodel. Like updating the food mart, making it more modernized, Rod and Robbie's more modernized, car wash more modernized, and literally making this look like, I don't know, they can extend it out, like making this, like this part right here, more of a secret. Think about this. This being extended out all the way down here. And yes, you can go behind the building and there's like a little walkway and that's how you can find it. There's no change there. It actually makes the secret a little bit harder to find for newbies that are coming to the game. I like that actually, extending this out so it goes all the way over here. Or even connecting it somehow to this. That would be pretty cool. So making this whole food mart area all over here and making it like one of those, you know those food marts that like people talk about, like, oh yeah, they have everything inside of them. That's what it should be, one of those style things. I think it will be pretty cool. Not gonna lie to you. But I'm bringing that up because a lot of people always talk to me about that being brought up. What I want to bring up that I don't feel like is going to be remodeled, and I'm going to say it right now, is Starbucks coffee. I don't feel like this one's going to be remodeled because it already has the modernness to it. But crazier things can happen. The library books, I feel like it's going to be remodeled, but not as we think. It's going to be just turned into a bookstore at this point. But that's not, I don't think anyone's talking about that getting a remodel. To be 100% fair to you. I honestly don't think anyone's talking about that being remodeled. But, the dentist even, no one's really even talking about. It's kind of weird. You would assume that people are going to talk about the dentist, but no. But people do want to see the hair and nail getting a remodel, including the arcade. These are two of the ones I do see a lot. The club, yeah, people want, when I bring this up in videos, people go, yes, club. When I brought up the agency stuff, like the office stuff, people didn't really care much about that. But club, they're like, yes, please, club. Hair and nail, yes, please, update that. Arcade, yes, please, 2 floors. But one thing that a lot of people do mention, again, this is from you guys, Town Hall needs a complete and utter remodel. My personal opinion is that Town Hall is pretty remodeled already in the new style, but a lot of the places aren't needed. I feel like for tax collections, that can go with payments. You can literally put that together. City, water, and power, that can go with, okay, well, maybe that can stay there. Voting, driver's license, and stuff like that, that can go with, maybe payments as well. Who knows? Witness protection and FBI can be one thing. That can be all one thing together. That paranormal activity thing, I don't know what we would do with that. But you get what I'm trying to say. Like, this whole thing they do have a possibility to remodel. They also have a possibility, not really to make it bigger, because they did make this place bigger. Unless they're going to pull it over. And again, this is me thinking, I want to see this part gone. I don't know why I don't like it, but it just feels unneeded. Like, something you just don't need. But a lot of people do want to see the town hall remodeled. Even though I disagree and feel like it's perfectly fine the way it is. But, yeah. For the hair and nail, by the way, they may remodel it in the way that they did with the ice cream shop. Basically adding in a secondary thing. Like, so we have hair and nail for this one. Then we have a beauty supply store as another one. That could be a possibility. Like, this whole thing becomes a beauty supply store. Where maybe it's just a store that sells beauty supplies. Like how the ice cream shop becomes a pastry shop. So that's a possibility right there. I guess that's a new list of things. Like new items like hair dyes. And that we can actually use them. They actually work. I don't know. I'm just thinking of ideas. But things like that, maybe. I don't know. So that would be for that. And then if they did the arcade. Like, again, I always say the arcade could be so many different things. Like, if it was a switchable. But I feel like this arcade itself, I'm sorry, they can't do the same thing with the ice cream shop. This place needs a remodel. But if they were going to add something to it, it can become a, not an electronic shop, because they have that already over there. But a music shop. this can become this can switch into a music shop. That I could see that happen, arcade to music shop. So, but I would say, honestly, please give us a brand new arcade, new design, because music shops can be 2 floors as well. Basement music is pretty cool. Remember that? Just throwing that out there. And a lot of people do want to see a game store as well. So this would just becoming a game store and switching over to a game store could be great too. Hair and Nail, maybe that's what it switched over to, is a music store. Multiple things, multiple possibilities. So these are things that you guys want to see. I've seen you guys talk about this. The graveyard, not talked about much, but you guys did like when I brought up about the skate park being moved or completely changed, or even staying here but remodeling. I showed it in some images. This baby right here being completely remodeled and still fitting over here with a completely new design. And this over here also being remodeled into a new design as well. But like in my personal opinion, if they got rid of this, they can get rid of this road right here, which we technically don't need because this road still leads in the same direction. See what I'm trying to say? See this? See? But yeah, we get rid of this, they can literally bring the whole entire sports thing over here, giving us a larger skate park and so much more. See what I mean? There is so much they can do if they just extend this out. They can literally change so much. This can become a bigger graveyard. But yeah, people want to see a new sports area. They want to see new sports added to the game, like baseball, football for America, a better soccer field, and stuff like that. They want to see more stuff added. They want this, that I could see this becoming a switchable field for future things. Especially if if they get rid of this and just extend it out to here. I could see it working even better. Like this sign can go right over here next to the mountain. It would still work. Like they could do a whole entire remodel over here. Like again, this can go somewhere else and this can go another building. This this area right here can go away. And this can come to the skate park and it can go over here instead. So much. See guys, we have so many possibilities. Updates people want to see. Better skate park, 100%. A skate park update, a skateboard update in general, with even like the ability to put like decals on our skateboard and to be able to hold the skateboard if we want to in our hands. That would be cool. It feels like it's a possibility. It doesn't feel like it's too hard to do. But then again, I'm not the one coding the game. But new skate park, new sports area would be pretty sweet. I know a lot of people will love that. Like there's so many possibilities, especially if they make it bigger and they allow it to be extended out. Like, there's so much you can do with this that it's seriously crazy. Like, there's no seating over here. Like, people would love to have the ability to sit down. So, if there was they got rid of this and extended this out so that it connects to the school all the way over here. They could have seating. They could have all of that stuff. It would be great. But yeah, guys, these are just a few ideas that I feel like you guys want to see in the game. I've seen you guys talk about this before. A lot of you guys even bring up real places in this, and I'm going to say it at the end of the video right now, because a lot of you go at the end of the video anyhow, but if they make a deal with a company like Subway, we're going to see that in the game. But otherwise, we're not going to see a McDonald's, Subway, and all of the popular brands in the game. Rod & Robbie's is not giant enough to count as a marketable brand, if you get what I mean. So that one right there was probably just a fun little thing for Easter egg. But other than that, everything, we're having like McDonald's in the game, not a possibility unless they make a deal. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I'm just going to say that right now. But thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. If you're watching at the end, thank you so much for watching. If you're awesome, you're amazing, super duper cool. If you watched all the way through. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. Until next time, I walk into a wall. And until next time, bye.